Hey guys, welcome to your video tutorial on how to make and use video tutorials on your Google Classroom page. So first off, this will work if you're using your Mac, your school Macintosh computer, and we use a free program that is on our desktops called Quicktime. So all you need to do is, however you normally launch things, if you go to Finder, Applications. Yours might look slightly different to mine depending on what you've got installed. And you go down, if I can spell, yes, I can now. You're looking for something called QuickTime. You can also find it by clicking over here in the right-hand corner and typing Quick, QuickTime Player. I'll just go here. I'm just double tapping and opening this. Now, the strange thing that'll look a little bit different with QuickTime is you can see it now says QuickTime Player in the top left-hand corner, and I now have something new in my dock. However, unlike with, Google Chrome or Windows or Word or any other application I use, it doesn't actually have a user interface. That's because QuickTime is predominantly used to play movie files. However, in the last 3 years, QuickTime have also updated to allow you to record your desktop. So I know it might seem a bit odd. Commonly people open it, then click somewhere else, and all of a sudden QuickTime's gone from up there. If you just go down to your dock and click on it again, it'll appear, because you'll need to use this menu up here in the top left-hand corner in order to be able to use this functionality. So if I open QuickTime and accidentally click off, just go back down and click it again, because what you're looking for is the file menu next to QuickTime and new screen recording. Okay, on the screen recording, you want to make sure you click this little down arrow here and click internal microphone. If you don't click internal microphone, the default actually is none. So it'll just be a straight screen recording. You'll notice these little bars here tell me if my audio is working. So if I click internal microphone, as soon as I start talking, they actually start moving. So that's another really good handy way. So if it says none, don't accidentally hit record, because rippity-doo-dah, you'll be wasting your time and having to re-record your video tutorial. So I just go down here and click internal microphone and just check on there to see, how it's working. Now, what I commonly record are lessons where I talk to some kind of content. So if that's a worksheet or if that's a slideshow, it's usually pretty straightforward, but that's what I actually talk to. So the first thing I do before I start recording is make sure I have that video tutorial up. You'll now notice that I'm in Chrome and I can no longer see that QuickTime stuff, but say it's Eat the Streets recipe photo and evaluation, not that we do that anymore, but say it was this PowerPoint. I make sure I have that content in front of me. I also make sure, a really good tip is to make sure nothing else is accidentally open in your email. You don't want to accidentally click on your email and have privacy issues. So I just make sure that's basically it. Just what I'm after is the only thing that's open. I click back on QuickTime again and I click the record button. The first thing I do is I click present. And my video tutorial is actually going to start recording. So what I am then able to do is say, hey guys, welcome to, your Eat the Streets content. Then I can, walk through the presentation like I normally would, or walk through the exercise or the Google Doc or the activity. I can explain as I normally would. If I jump out of that, the kids are able to, on a video tutorial, see everything that I do. So if I escape out of that, this is still being recorded. So if I want to then go jump in and say on the same video tutorial, hey, and this is your work, please be aware what's being recorded on your screen is currently absolutely everything. So absolutely everything on here is currently being recorded. Once I'm finished, I jump out and then I'm looking for this circular button with a square on the inside. I click on it and here's a bit of meta. Here's a bit of like Inception, unfortunately not starring Leonardo DiCaprio. If I hit play, my video tutorial is actually going to start recording. So what I am then able to do, I then have a video file. So obviously we walk through, this has a video file, it has me talking in the background. What you then need to do is save that. So you can go File, Save, and you can save it on your desktop, call it whatever. I'm just going to call it test and go save. And there you're done. And then on your desktop, what you then have is a movie file that you can attach to your Google Classroom post. So I suppose that's lesson 1. Lesson 2, for those who are interested, is really looking at, once you become quite savvy and competent with video tutorials, if you're wishing to post these pretty regularly to your classrooms, I would probably recommend that you upload them to YouTube using your Paracatholic email account, and so uploading them to YouTube first, making them unlisted so no one can find them, and linking the students that onto their Classroom post rather than directly posting the video on Classroom. There's a couple of reasons for that. It's just the best way I can explain it without jargon is that YouTube will gift wrap essentially your video very nicely, so you won't have kids having issues. The odd occasion, technology, we tend to encounter some obstacles with devices. So you have less chance of students having issues saying, "Miss, I can't play the video file. Sir, the video file isn't working." But that's lesson 2. Basics of video tutorials is this, guys.